For me, as a storyteller, I always say that one of the most important things that we can do for our environment, for climate issues, is to talk about them, is to educate people, is to get those conversations going. So the ability to spark those conversations in our community, I think, is extremely important to stewardship as a whole. Because if we don't have the baseline foundational education of what are the environmental issues that we're facing today, what are the causes of climate change, and what can I do something about it? If we don't have that knowledge, that awareness, and then if we don't feel the agency, if we don't feel empowered to do something about those problems, then we're not going to act.
I think that one of our biggest challenges that we face as a media organization is battling misinformation, disinformation, much of it intentional, but not all of it intentional. That is a huge challenge for public media today. And we're having to, I guess the right word is battle against that in all kinds of different places. So first of all, in the news, right? So we're reporting on Bay Area news, local news, and making sure that it's accurate and making sure that it's something that people are engaged in and they want to hear. I think one of the biggest challenges in legacy media, if you will, radio and TV, is it doesn't seem as exciting. The truth is never as exciting as the lie, right? And so we're always trying to figure out, how do we make these stories engaging and interesting and beautiful and full of great sound and great pictures, and how do we pull people in? Because in a way, it's like, can we trick people into getting the truth? Because it's so easy to get the lie.
We define environmental stewardship in the public media world in a way that we're not here to tell people how to act or what to think about what we're reporting. We're here to kind of tell the stories about what's happening in the world around people. We're here to hopefully inform and inspire them. And the role of public media really is to inform, is to educate, and to tell stories that maybe people aren't telling. We're not beholden to advertisement. We're not beholden to any corporate, overlords. So we are creating as honest of content that we can day after day in our communities, about our communities, and the things that are affecting them.
We're giving you all the facts and all the perspectives so that you can make your own decision about what your opinion is. We don't lead with opinion, we lead with facts. And so that's a challenge, but I think it's more important now than ever before, especially in the environmental reporting space, that we take on these complicated issues and somewhat controversial issues and try to do it in a very measured way, a very truthful way, where we listen to everybody and we're not taking sides.
We really hope that our viewers come away from our programming with the feeling of, yes, there are people who think like me. There are people who are really, really committed and passionate and are working so hard in so many different ways to combat some of the problems that we're seeing and create a better future for everybody.
If there's one message that I would like people to take away when it comes to environmental stewardship and what is important to think about and remember here, is that in all the work that we do, there is a subtext that maybe isn't always spoken loudly, but it's always there. And that message is, it's you. That's who we're talking to. It doesn't matter if we're talking about, animals or water or agriculture or land preservation. It all comes back to that individual who is watching or listening, and it's about you. What are you gonna do? What choices are you going to make? So that's the subtext of everything that we do, because it is about action, right? We're giving you the tools, we're giving you the information, make your own decisions, but for God's sake, do something, right? And so that's what we're really trying to get at, is so that people actually have some change in behavior without being told you have to do this, you have to do this. You can decide yourself what to do. It's not our role to tell you, but this is what's going on in the world. And we just hope you do something.